What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about some games that I'm anticipating in the second half of 2021. Now, I'm very excited for the second half. I'm recording these kind of in bulk, so I talked about disappointing things that happened in the gaming world first, and that video went up a few days ago. Then we talked about the best games that came out this year, so now we're on kind of a high note, right? And we did that yesterday. That video hopefully went up yesterday. And now I want to talk about the games I'm excited for the second half of the year. And there are quite, and honestly, there's more in the second half than there are in the first half. Now, does that mean every one in the second half is going to be good? No, absolutely not. But I do think there's some high chances with some of them, okay? So, I'm not going to do, it's not like a ranking. I know people always ask, like, what's your most anticipated game? I never like those questions. I never like answering those questions. I like those questions, but I never love answering them because I mean it when I say it. I like a lot of games. I anticipate a lot of games. So I kind of just look at what comes next, and I'm like, oh, I'm really excited for X game that comes out in a few weeks. Then I'm excited for the game after that comes out a month later, right? That's kind of how I think about it. Yeah, there are games like Horizon, Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights that I'm really excited for, but I really try to look at things in a shorter sense, right? Shorter scope. So let's just go through this. Honestly, it really starts in August. There is like the Ascent in July, and I'm just going to, there's so many of them. I'm just going to kind of throw them at you. I don't know how many of these are going to be playing for you guys in front of you, but, we'll go through a lot of them, I guess, verbally. So 12 minutes is one that I just cannot wait to play. I've been rooting for this game for a very, very long time, and I absolutely cannot wait. Same thing with Kena, which is how you say it, by the way, not Kena, Kena Bridge of Spirits, which comes out like less than a week after it. Again, a game I've loved since the first time which was last year. First time they showed it, I was absolutely in love, and I'm still in love with it now. I cannot wait to play both of those games. Could be game of the year, and they're very small, and not everybody's going to play them. In fact, very few will play them, but they're honestly some of my most anticipated games ever, or I guess like coming up in the next like year or 2 years. They're some of my biggest ones. Psychonauts 2, like I'll play. I'm not super like anticipating, like I'm not super pumped for, but I will end up playing it. Life is Strange, True Colors. Oh dear, that's one. I'm a little worried for the game, but I'm definitely I'm hopeful for it, and I'm excited for it. I'm always excited to jump into Life is Strange, whether or not I despise it or not, and we'll have to see how it goes for True Colors, but I cannot wait, and I will be playing that thing the very first second that it's up. Deathloop is another one. I'm excited. The more I actually, Deathloop, because I think it's been delayed, obviously it's been delayed multiple times, it's kind of given it almost room to breathe, where it's like, yeah, when it comes out, I'm going to try to give it the time that it deserves, and hopefully it's going to be fun. You know what I mean? I'm hopeful for it. I never connected too much with Dishonored, although I know everybody loves it, and I see why everybody loves it. It's just it never grabbed me. This kind of is almost, they even said, like, this is definitely very much in the realm of Dishonored, so we'll have to see. Diablo 2 Resurrected. I've never played Diablo 2, but I did play 3, and I adore it. I love it so much, so Diablo 2 is definitely one that I'm hopeful for, and, I think expecting to be good, considering Diablo is good. Life is Strange Remastered, excited for that. Then we get to October, and dear Jesus Christ, there's a lot in October, so I'm just going to rattle these off. Far Cry 6, yes please, excited for it. Not over the moon, but definitely excited. Metroid Dread, I'm not a big Metroid person, but the game honestly looks pretty exciting. I see kind of a cult group that likes this game that's kind of growing on YouTube, and I love it. I enjoy it, and I'm ready for it. I don't know necessarily if I'll buy it like the first day because October is packed, but it's definitely one I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Back 4 Blood. This is one of those games where it's like I'm not thinking about it every day. In fact, sometimes I forget that it exists and that it's coming out. But I think it's just going to be a fun game to just jump into at random times, right? And maybe it's like a board game, like when you're bored, which is not discounting it, because honestly, there's a lot of value for those games, but I just kind of see it as that, right? It's a game that maybe you play a lot the first couple days, but then as other games come out, this is a game that maybe you gather some of your friends and you play it, on weekends or at nights when there's, in December or January when there's not that much going on, right? Something like that, okay? Demon Slayer, the Demon Slayer game, which actually the release date was just given a few days ago, or when I'm recording this a few days ago. I'm excited for that. I think I will be getting that. Battlefield 2042, that is, if I were to rank these, I think maybe besides Life is Strange, just in terms of curiosity, and then 12 minutes in Kena, Battlefield would be up there, maybe in the top 5 of what I'm anticipating. I mean, I know I'm setting myself up for failure because it could very well fall apart. Maybe the servers don't work for the first month or something, but everything they've shown of this game so far, I cannot believe, I can't believe how excited I am for this game. Dark Pictures House of Ashes, I've liked what we've seen so far. I'm not super impressed, but Little Hope was better than Man of Medan. If House of Ashes is better than Little Hope, we're starting to get there, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, please. Again, it's a game that I think could very well be terrible. It's also a game I think very well could be really good. I think it's got a lot of swing room, and I'm hoping for the latter one, right? Age of Empires that's a PC game. I hope to have a strong PC by October or November. Otherwise, I would never have even considered this game. But I do love these kind of I love real-time strategy games, so I will give it a shot as long as my PC permits. Ghostwire Tokyo is supposed to come out. We'll see if that ends up happening. And again, I'm sure there's other games that I'm missing. Forza Horizon, I only will play it because of Game Pass. I'm not all that much excited for it. GTA 5 on next gen. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about that. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. My wife Christy, she will be playing that game quite a bit. I'm excited to watch it. It's just I'm not going to get a chance to play it. And then Dying Light 2, Stay Human on December 7th, which that's another one. If I were to rank them, that would maybe be my top 5 or top 6 in terms of games I'm excited for. There's other ones. There's Jurassic World Evolution 2, which they say fall 2021. We'll see if that ends up happening. Obviously, Horizon and Halo, which are not given dates, but I'm very excited for both of those if they actually do come out. I think Halo has a much better shot than Horizon does, but either way, I'm excited. So there's other games. I'm sure I'm forgetting games as well, and I apologize for that. But the point is, I listed off, maybe like 12 to 15 games. A lot of money is going to be taken from me in the next 6 months. B, games that those are games that we know. There's other games that I'm sure I even missed out on when they release, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot about this. I need to drop some money on it really quick. So that's even more money. So it's already been, honestly, a really good year for games. There hasn't been too many games, which is honestly, for my wallet, isn't a bad thing. I know it's a bad thing for other reasons, but it's been a pretty good year. There hasn't been too many games that have released, but a lot of games that have released have been very, very good and very, very special. So we'll have to see what the second half of the year brings. Again, or could half of these turn out to be failures? Could we be making fun of Battlefield, of Far Cry, of Life is Strange? Like half of these games, could we be making fun of them for how bad they are at the end of all this? Yeah, it's definitely possible, but it could all turn out to be great. So we'll have to see what happens, right? Let me know what games you're anticipating. Again, games that were like delayed. Lego Star Wars, I didn't say, but maybe that's pushed to next year. We don't really know, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. Leave a like, definitely helps these videos out quite a bit, right? Helps spread them out more than it otherwise would. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.